Hi, my name is Eric Gross. I'm the co-founder of the Tech Academy. I'm going to give you an overview of who we are and how we've enabled a great number of individuals to gain access to the IT industry and begin a career in software development. The Tech Academy is a code school that trains students in computer programming and web development. The school was founded by my business partner, Jack Stanley, and I. The program we offer is called the Software Developer Bootcamp, and it trains students in several in-demand programming languages. We are a career school, licensed through the Higher Education Coordinating Commission. Our local campus is located in Portland, Oregon. However, we allow everyone to apply no matter the location. Students that study in person at our campus are referred to as local students and are expected to study in the school, but can study extra at home. Students taking the program online from home are called remote students and receive the same program as our local students. Because we offer our curriculum remotely, our students have the ability to work through the curriculum anywhere that has an internet connection. We have students studying all over the world. To give you some insight into my background, in the 1990s, I served in the US Navy with the job of operating nuclear reactors. I was also selected to teach electronics, digital computer operations, and other valuable skills during my time in the service. It was here that I discovered my passion for teaching. The following decade kept me busy as I continued to increase my skills in the technology industry. After having worked as a senior-level software developer for several years, I decided to create my own business called Prosper IT Consulting. At Prosper IT Consulting, I personally provided software development services for various companies. I quickly found that various low-level tasks on the projects I did were perfect work for junior developers. This new situation required that I take upon myself the role of a mentor, because I couldn't find any decent resources for training junior developers. It was basically impossible to locate a program that could take someone with no background or experience and turn them into a competent entry-level programmer. So I personally trained several relatively intelligent individuals to assist me in coding. Then one day my son came home from his high school computer class and told me, "Dad, I want to go to a software developer bootcamp." I quickly enlightened myself on what these were and realized that that was what I was basically doing already. It was then that I made the decision to turn this into a formal activity, and so I created a new company called Prosper IT Academy. In the beginning, I had about 5 students and was still juggling software development contracts. I saw huge potential in the school, but didn't have the time or managerial experience to fully pull it off. For years, Jack Stanley and I had been close friends. I had seen him effectively establish and grow multiple companies. I knew that with the combination of his executive abilities and my technical skills, we could achieve our goals as a school. So I offered him a partnership, and he came aboard. Fast forward to the present, and we have hundreds of successful students and graduates. In addition to his experience in running successful businesses, Jack brought an extensive background in teaching and curriculum development to the table. One of the first things we did was change our name from Prosper IT Academy to the Tech Academy, because based on survey, the Tech Academy was a better name. Jack and I then set out to create a curriculum that could train the average person in the basics of coding and teach them enough that they could work as a junior developer. Many others contributed to our curriculum development as well, and it has been reviewed by Dr. Brent Wilson, who is the Computer Science Department Chair at George Fox University. While I came up with the original concept for the school, our current success would not have been possible without Jack, who has run and overseen the company since its inception. The program itself takes the average student 15 to 20 weeks to complete based on a 40-hour per week schedule. You don't need any IT experience or background. In fact, both the beginner and the experienced developer can expect to learn a substantial amount of data on our program. We are open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends, with instructors available over 70 hours per week. Each student has a custom schedule. As I said earlier, we recommend 40 hours a week, ideally a 9 to 6 Monday through Friday schedule if possible. We work with you on your study schedule. Because of the way that our program is structured, you won't be receiving lectures from the instructors. We have created our own proprietary software called a Learning Management System, LMS for short. You will study courses laid out in our online learning management system and receive assistance from instructors whenever you need. Upon enrollment, you will receive login credentials to sign into the system and access the contents of your courses. We approach our training from the bottom up. In other words, we start with the basics and move up from there. Each step you take is designed specifically to prepare you for the following step. Because we understand that individuals all learn at different speeds, we knew it would be critical that this program be self-paced. This ensures that you don't miss out on any information. You can take more time where needed, and you can blast through things that you know already. We provide you with multiple instructors that are available to assist you on demand. Instructors assist students through a combination of phone, text, email, screen share, and for local students, face-to-face interaction. We have found that it is absolutely essential that each student have access to any help at the moment it's needed. In addition, they will look over your assignments, review your code, and ensure that you are successfully moving along. Our instructors want you to succeed. Our instructors have also either fully completed or completed the majority of the program themselves. Some have previous coding experience and some don't. What matters most to us is that each instructor cares about the students and helps them to understand the material being taught. Being a good coder does not necessarily mean that you're a good teacher. We assess teaching skill and helpfulness when choosing instructors. During the initial stages of designing the curriculum, we knew that our students would need to be provided with material that is easy to understand. With this in mind, we decided to focus our attention on creating easy to understand terms that will be important to know. As a result, after you've completed the first course in the program, you'll feel comfortable joining a conversation with the IT crowd. Your training will consist of videos, coding exercises, reading, tutorials, occasional tests, writing essays, and other content so as to teach you the subject from many vantage points. All submitted assignments will be checked and personally responded to by an instructor. While much of our curriculum is made up of our own proprietary training instruction, you will also learn from outside resources that we have found to be excellent teaching tools. Exercises, drills, and projects are regularly assigned to students. We focus on practical and real-life coding challenges. You will not be spoon-fed data, and we don't cover everything. We're training you to learn how to solve problems on your own, and throughout the program, you will be challenged. As you work through the courses, you'll notice that the gradient of difficulty increases, and you'll be expected to begin searching for answers on your own. I've heard many developers say, "I get paid to Google things." What they're referring to is how common it is to run into issues you don't know how to handle. The key is learning how to find solutions for problems. It would be impossible to train someone for every possible coding scenario you could run into. Instead, we will train you in how to find answers and solve problems on your own, how to think like a software developer. To illustrate my point, we once had a student complete our program and then interview for a software development position with a certain company. He was given a coding challenge to complete in a computer language called Java. We don't train students in Java. So he spent a couple days teaching himself the basics of the Java language, and then he aced the coding challenge. After having learned several languages on our program, you will find it much easier to pick up even more skills in the future. Our goal is to help you become a well-rounded entry-level software developer. We continuously survey the software development industry in order to determine what is most in demand. This has played a critical part in deciding what skills to teach our students. We allow our students to choose either a full-time schedule or a part-time schedule. We recommend that a student study at least 40 hours per week if possible. Our curriculum is composed of several courses, each varying in length. The courses are sequenced strategically so that they build upon each other. Therefore, our courses are only offered as one entire package. If you started off on our 7th course, skipping the first 6, you would be lost, because on that 7th course, we refer to many things covered earlier. The courses are connected and must be done in sequence. Students are asked to send in daily reports of their progress so that we can serve you as effectively as we can. These daily reports help us monitor your progress and ensure we're providing you with adequate assistance. On the Software Developer Bootcamp, you will learn computer science basics, programming fundamentals, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SQL, C#, the .NET Framework, ASP.NET, ASP.NET MVC, version control, Visual Studio, Agile and Scrum, and more. Now, I know I just said some words that most people don't understand. To put it simply, these are names of various languages and technologies that are very useful for developers to have in their tool belt. Our bootcamp is composed of several courses that create an entry-level full-stack developer. What this means is a developer that can code on the front end and back end. Whether you're interested in creating web applications or console-based applications, you'll be set. I'll now briefly describe each of the courses on our program. The Computer Basics course is one of the most popular elements of our Software Developer Bootcamp. On this course, you will learn the fundamental terms behind the industry. You will gain an increased understanding of the tools you already use on a day-to-day basis and areas of technology that you always wanted to know about and didn't. It forms the perfect foundation for the rest of the program. The overview of software development course answers a question that many of our students have. What's the actual job like? On this course, you will learn the day-to-day routine of software development, who you interact with, what the fundamentals of programming are. You'll basically get oriented to the job. On this course, you'll actually write your first simple computer programs. Version control is a course that teaches you one of the most important elements of modern software development, keeping track of all the incremental changes on a large software program as it's created. The technologies you'll learn here include Git and GitHub and several other version control systems. This is a vital part of the toolbox for any software developer. The HTML CSS course covers the basic building blocks of web pages. You've visited these thousands of times. What's behind them? You learn how to craft and style web pages. On this course, if you wish, you can also create your own online website featuring you as a software developer. Database and SQL course. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Simply put, it's the computer language you use to gather data from a larger set of data, usually for analysis or use. On this course, you'll learn the fundamentals of creating and maintaining databases and using them in other software programs. The JavaScript course. JavaScript is one of the most popular languages in use today. On this course, you'll learn the fundamentals of the JavaScript language, and specifically, you'll learn its application in creating dynamic websites, one of the most in-demand skills for a software developer. The Visual Studio course. Visual Studio is a powerful program from Microsoft that enables the software developer to have all the tools they need to make computer programs in one location. It's a very valuable program to know how to use. You'll learn the fundamentals of that program on this course. The C# and ASP.NET course. This is the largest course on our program. C# is one of the most popular and powerful programming languages in use today. On this course, you'll learn the fundamentals of that language. You'll also learn about the ASP.NET framework, which is a set of tools from Microsoft that assist you in creating powerful web applications. One of the most popular elements of this course is the drills. These are based on real-world scenarios, and they give you practical challenges that you have to solve using everything you've learned in the program up to this point. It's one of the most satisfying elements of the program. The Project Management course. Creating software is a team activity. On this course, you'll learn the fundamentals of project management in this industry, and you'll learn the most common methodologies, and you'll use this at a later point in the program. The Live Project. This is one of the most vital elements of our program. On the Live Project, you'll actually be working as part of a collaborative team on a real-world software project, a project you'll be able to put on your resume when you're done with the school. You'll be assigned a series of tasks on an actual computer program that you need to get done within the 2-week period of this course, and you're responsible for delivering it at the end of that time period. This is our way of simulating an actual real-world software job in the academic environment, and it's an incredible experience. This is where everything will come together for you as a software developer. The Job Placement course. It's one thing to have the technical skills you're going to learn on the program, but it's quite another to actually get the job. On the Job Placement course, you'll learn those vital soft skills needed to secure your job. You'll learn how to put together a resume, and it'll be edited with the assistance of our employees who are highly experienced in the area. You'll learn how to do interviews, both phone interviews and in-person interviews, and you'll drill these until you're comfortable with them. In short, you'll learn all the skills needed to land the job using the skills you learned at the rest of the program. We don't just pigeonhole you into one language or skill set. You'll be trained in several areas, which will make learning new technologies in the future much easier, because you'll already have gone through the entire process several times with us. We cover the basics of computers and technology more than almost any other code school. This is extremely valuable because it prepares you to learn new technology in the future. And there's one thing you can be sure of with technology. It always changes. Having a firm foundation will set you up well. By the end of the program, students know several in-demand programming languages. Graduates are considered both front-end and back-end developers. In other words, they have become full-stack developers. This means you will be able to handle designing and operating databases, user interfaces, and software programs. including connecting all three so they operate together. The majority of the code that you write throughout your time with us will be stored in an online portfolio, where you will have the opportunity to present your work to potential employers. This experience assists one greatly in their job search. For those that don't have an available computer of their own, a laptop in most cases, the Tech Academy will loan one to them for the duration of the program at no additional charge. Hard copies of any needed books are kept at our local campus. Electronic versions are also available to all students. This is also provided for no extra fee. Your tuition covers all supplies and materials required for our program. Students that complete the program receive both a certificate of completion and a letter of recommendation from the school to assist them in their job search. As an added service, we will keep in touch with you to ensure that you are keeping up with your schedule. There are no set start dates on our program. To conclude, if you're ready to move forward in the registration process, simply contact us and let us know that you're interested. The next step will be to take our entry testing to find out if you qualify to enroll in our program. The testing consists of an IQ test and a personality evaluation. These tests determine whether or not you can read, write, perform basic math, and if you would be a good fit for our school. As I said, we offer open enrollment, which means you can start today. If you're ready to begin this amazing journey, please inform one of our registration staff. On behalf of the Tech Academy staff, we would love to have you as a student.